에이씨.
날씨만이라도 좋으면 텅빈 이 자리 다스나지 않을 텐데 낯선 네 비가 그치고 나면 네 생각을 난 멈추고 눈을 감고 누울 텐데 낯선 네 비가 그치고 나면 후회로 가득 찬 이 밤 애써 웃어 보이게 벌써 며칠이 지나 일상을 찾고 친구들을 만나 웃고 모든 것이 제자리로 돌아오고 너와 보냈던 시간들은 지나가 버렸는데 아직 내 마음은 그 시간 속에 살아 서로를 한눈에 알아본 그 순간에 처음 느껴봤던 떨림을 나는 잊을 수가 이제는 우리 만질 순 없지만 그 따스했던 손길의 기억 간직하기로 해 That's all I
Please, the Honorable Court, I am Raymond Holt, Senior Counsel representing Mr. Joke Peralta, the Respondent. And together with me is my co-counsel, I shall start with my first submission. The appellant all responded a duty of care to diagnose, in which the appellant was in breach of duty due to his failure to produce a proper diagnosis. The professional standard of care is to be determined by the Appellant test, which a legal standard used in medical negligence cases to determine whether a healthcare professional actions were unreasonable. It is derived from the case of Bolam and Fern Hospital Management Committee. Furthermore, even the respondent, a lay person with no medical expertise, expressed concern and questioned whether further examination was necessary due to worsened symptoms, as he expressly inquired to the appellant whether further examination was needed. Young Arif, as illustrated in Bolithar's case, the Bolithar ruling clarified that if the court concludes that professional opinion is incapable of withstanding logical analysis, the court is entitled to find the defendant negligent. The court will check whether the professional reasoning is logical. If their explanation is unreasonable, the court can still decide they acted negligently, even if other professionals might agree. Young Arif, according to the standard medical practice laid out in the Code of Professional Conduct adopted by the Malaysian Medical Council, Provision 1.1 states that responsibility for standards of medical care to patients, where Para B states that the public is entitled to expect a registered medical practitioner to provide and maintain a good standard of medical care, which includes sufficiently thoroughly professional attention, examination, and where necessary, diagnostic investigation. Differential diagnosis involves considering all possible causes of the patient's symptoms and systematically ruling them out. A differential diagnosis is vital in neurological cases like the respondents, where misdiagnosis has severe consequences. Based on the study in this case, the delays of 16 days in scheduling surgery significantly impacted the tumor's progression. Based on the tumor's documented daily growth rate of 1.4%, these delays resulted in a probability 22.4% increase in the tumor size before the surgery. Therefore, I would like to invite Yang Arif to accordingly uphold the decision of the High Court and to dismiss this appeal. Unless Yang Arif has any further question, that concludes my submissions. Thank you. Thank you, Arif. Firstly, the appellant's reliance on the Bolam principle is insufficient to escape liability. While Bolam, as upheld in Zulhasnama case, establishes that a medical practitioner must adhere to practices accepted by a responsible body of medical professional, this principle is subject to ruling to the Bolito qualification. In Bolito's case, the court must assess whether the medical opinion is withstanding logical analysis. Therapeutic privilege is a limited exception that allows withholding information only when disclosure is likely to cause serious harm to the patient's well-being, such as inducing suicidal tendencies, which is not evident here. The appellant has failed to demonstrate any such risk in the situation. Importantly, withholding critical information under the guise of therapeutic privilege is inappropriate when the only foreseeable consequences of disclosure would be a patient's refusal of care. We respectfully urge this honourable court to uphold the High Court's decision and dismiss the appeal. I thank the court for its time and indulgence. Much obliged. Thank you, Arif.
By a vote of 2 against 1. Alright? Because we appreciate the wealth of cases that both parties had presented. Okay, those are all not just binding but authoritative cases. But on top of that, the respondent had actually supplied us with, although we are not bound by it, but secondary sources also matter in the submission. Okay, so having said that, we, the Court of Appeal today, we decide to maintain and uphold the decision of the High Court based on the submission that had the appellant doctor acted promptly and reasonably as well as timely, the unfavorable outcome would have been presented. So as such, we adjudge the appellant had not met the professional standard of care consistent with the medical practice today. Thank you very much. Very tight submissions today. Very good. Both appellant and
It's all I need.
Thank you, madam.
Ya, saya Jack tadi dan saya satu lagi bayar.
Yes, lepas ni Zaza dia masuk Mooting HT. Exemption letter tu nama HT dengan Zaza.